Um, this is the situation, Eastern Cape infrastructure backlog. Because if we cannot make that quantum, quantifying exactly what is a backlog and how much it will cost, if we had that 20 billion, we'll be saying we are sufficient in the province. We can deal with all the matters. But we decided to say on the areas where 1994 has not yet arrived, how much that will cost the province. This is the reflection. On issues of water backlog, that is the only legacy backlog that we have. You've got areas that are water scarcity by nature. You've got areas where infrastructure was never there before. And without 5.4 billion, you cannot achieve that with the amount that I will indicate here. Meaning that if 2014 is the target, we must be realistic by indicating if the budget allocation is continuing in the current rate, it therefore means those targets will never be achieved. Let's go to area of service backlog. Beside legacy of what we see, but there are also services backlog on sanitation, on issues of bulk water, and everything related to that, as well as the sanitation refurbishment on the reversed backlog, as well as water refurbishment. Those that we managed to do and improve, but that's also showing lack of maintenance at time. Let's proceed. The cost estimate per category, Honorable Chairs. That is the amount of what we have inherited, but the inheritance is the current practical reality on the ground. And the services that are supposed to have been there, but not yet there, because if we don't have that amount to attack and attend what we are reflecting, as well as the reversed, if we can't maintain what we have already delivered in the past few years, we can reverse our gains of advancing in that particular quantum. Let's proceed. These are the Eastern Cape MIG funding trends. We are expecting, if you go straight and zoom to 2011, 2012, these are the allocations of 45 municipalities. We are moving from the MTF allocations that are clearly tabulated in blue, as well as expected rates, which are supposed, if things were like that, that was the expected rate that we're supposed to. We are now standing at 2.4 in the current allocations for all the municipalities. And if you can take 2.4 and check the areas that I reflected in the slide before, it tells you the extent of the situation that we have. Can we move? The only 3 grants that are available to deal with water and sanitation backlog, that is Municipal Infrastructure Grant, MIG, the Regional Bulk Infrastructure Grant, as well as Rural Household Improvement Grant. These grants are insufficient to make a meaningful impact, considering the magnitude of the legacy services as well as the backlog that I've managed to reflect. And in the funding trends remain the same, if the funding trend remain the same, to achieve universal access, Honorable Chairs, the target will be met by the year 2025 or beyond. So to bring forward the universal access closer to 2016 and 17 year, the current funding needs to be tripled. That is 3 billion to 10 annually, something that we know we have competing needs in the country. It can never be achieved at once. Yes, I also, Chairperson, because it may not be in your document, but I decided to slot in so that the Honorable Committee also can see the past allocations and how have we fared in terms of expenditure report. These are the verified figures, Honorable Chair. It is for the first time because of our well-considered monitoring that under expenditure is not an excuse going forward. Hence, you can see 100% of the allocations by end June, standing at 100% in various municipalities, as you can see from 1 to 10 in that page. These are millions, not billions. You can move that 100% record. Again, from 11 to 20, these municipalities have managed to spend their own money to the projects that they were recording and registered through MIG nationally. And this is, again, expenditure report, 100%. This is the first, this is another detachment. This is the area where we believe we must also indicate in this meeting that in these few municipalities, I think close to 30 of our municipalities spend 100% of their MIG allocation. But when it comes to these municipalities, they were at 94 and 80 if you look at Gwanga, Bavians, meaning that they were also above the national target anyway. But we are saying if you are given money, spend the money, because our communities cannot even understand why other millions are not spent whilst they are suffering. The gold 3, they were at 78 and 74 bracket. At least they were also far above 65 by the end of the financial year. The red ones, these were the 2, 4, 5 municipalities that were between 13 and 64, Harib being the lowest at 13%. We have attended that issue. I think the SG, when the questions are posed, I will delegate him, Honorable Chairs, to give clarity on the intervention that we are making in those 5 municipalities. But the situation is improving indeed. On the MIG funding trend, where are we? I need household. Yes. This is the Eastern Cape household backlog, honored members, on water services. This is a household served, people that have been served since we came into this freedom. 84% representing a provincial household of 1.4 million. And we still have a household backlog of 16% standing at household, representing 276,896. The challenge here is insufficient bulk infrastructure to speed up access to clean potable water, especially in rural areas. And of course, the cash injection to drive this process and reduce this 16% will depend how many dams we have, water sources we manage. We are to open another dam in Bizana, where President Tambo is coming from for the first time. And that area has never received in a bigger scale water potable from their taps. The sanitation. Currently, we can record on the household served 68%, representing 1.1 million of our Eastern Cape community, whilst 32% is still having a challenge of not having what we call air sanitation, 553,000 of them, because also of insufficient funding and lack of absorption capacity in municipality to speed up provision of rural VIP.